Okay.
May I say something about
Of course.
how you work?
Yes.
If you don't feel self-confident about how you work, that will be your result on your classroom. So you need to be very confident in what you do, trust and value what you do, and then you will have the ideal learning environment. It will provoke that. So if you feel secure, your students will perform and will produce in the same way.
Of course. How many of you like this kind of students who are all the time participating and raising their hands and making mistakes?
We all.
They give you a chance to help them before exams. Yes? And they are enthusiastic and they are not afraid of making mistakes. And they are not afraid of making mistakes because they don't feel
Afraid.
They don't feel afraid because you don't judge them. If you make a mistake, it's just a mistake. It's not your fault. It's a mistake. Yes, if it's your fault, there is an intention. But when you make mistakes while learning languages, it is not your intention, it's the other way around. You would like to say things correctly, you would like to use the appropriate language, you would like to say everything the way it should be, according to the context, the situation, the person you were talking to. Okay, could you please go to, this is pure fear. I know you have seen it in different ways, many times. Yes? Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And we have the basic needs, and then the other needs, and then the psychological needs, and then the emotional needs, and then we transcend, and then we become Buddha. No? No, it's like that. Okay, do you have any comment to make here?
What about the motivation there?
What about what?
Motivation.
Motivation.
No, I don't think you're going to find what's the relation you make with motivation.
Okay. She would like to know why this triangle is here, if this class is about motivation. Huh?
Explícalo.
Okay. Try to deduce the intention.
It's because
in my life, I have goals, and I want to get those goals. That's why it's a need for me, and it's a motivation because I want to be better.
You? You want
in
to be better?
my case,
Why are you here today?
Because I want to improve my classes. I want to give this new model better than the other one. That's why it is a motivation for
Was
me.
it difficult for you to make arrangements at home in order to be here for 3 days?
Yes.
Do you remember we were talking about easy work and hard work?
Hard work.
It doesn't have to be easy. Sometimes we are motivated because things are easy for us, no? For example, the kid who is really good at maths is motivated because he always has good results in maths. But what about literature or history? He says, oh, tomorrow I have an exam, and I don't feel like studying. And he finds lots of excuses in order to avoid studying. What happens there? He is not good at it, so he is not motivated because his results are not satisfactory for his parents. Yes, because they don't care. They really don't care. No? I mean, how many times have you seen? There is a history teacher who gave her students an exam, and it was about independence and revolution. And he asked for names, and the student wrote some names. Of course, they were not the names in the notes or the book. And when he received the exam, he said, "Oh, how come? The teacher lowered my grade." And he went to the teacher's desk, and he said, "Excuse me, miss. I think this answer is correct." And the teacher said, "No, it isn't, because you didn't write the names that I gave you, or the ones that are in your book." And he answered, how do you know that these people were not there? When they told me, I said, wow, that's a good answer. Because it's true. How do we know that they were not there? How do we know? He was creative. He didn't memorize the names. But he tried to solve the problem in a different way, and I think it was original. It made me laugh. The teacher, of course, didn't give him the points. But I am sure she laughed, at least for a minute, and she had an anecdote to tell to many people. Okay? So in this one, I would like you to remember one word. Just two sentences. As teachers, we know that we touch our students, all of them, whether they seem or they pretend that they don't care. I don't know if any of you has had this experience when you go to give your classes and you are in the classroom and suddenly you say, Esperanza, come to the blackboard. And she says, wow, the teacher knows my name.
Yes.
As simple as that. The teacher knows my name. Simple. Right now, I would like you to tell your classmates about one teacher, the best teacher in your life, and tell your classmate why you consider that person your best teacher. Go ahead, you have 2 minutes. Go.